My dear children, come and be still before me. Imagine the quiet hush of a chapel at dawn, when the first rays of sunlight stream gently through stained glass, painting the stone floor in colors of heaven. Hear the soft toll of a distant bell, its sound echoing like a whisper of eternity. The altar candles flicker with a golden glow, casting warmth across the silence, while the fragrance of incense lingers, rising like prayers that never fade. In this sacred stillness, I am waiting for you. I have always been waiting. Lay down the burdens you carry, breathe deeply, and rest in my presence. You are not forgotten. You are not unseen. You are never alone. My dear children, I speak to you now because I know the weight of your days and the battles you face in silence. I see the tears you have hidden, the questions that stir within your heart, the wounds that no one else seems to notice. I know the ache that settles in your soul when the world feels too heavy. But hear me. My love for you is unshakable. My mercy for you is endless, and my hand is always reaching out to lift you higher. I long to walk with you through every valley and lead you into the light of hope. Remain here with me in this moment and let your spirit rest. My dear children, I want you to know this truth. I have loved you with an everlasting love. Before you took your first breath, I had already written your story. You were never a mistake. You were chosen, formed in my image, and set apart for a life filled with meaning. When you stumble, I do not turn away. When you fall, I do not condemn you. Instead, I whisper, "Rise again, for I am with you." I see the shame that tries to cling to your soul, but I remind you that my Son bore it all upon the cross. As it is written, though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Do not live chained to yesterday when I have already spoken freedom over you today. Walk in the grace I freely give, and let your heart be lightened. My dear children, when you are weary and feel that no one understands, come to me. I am the one who understands every sigh and every unspoken prayer. I hear the cry of your heart even when no words can form. I am the one who promises, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." I do not speak these words as a suggestion, but as a promise to your soul. Rest is not found in the noise of the world, but in my embrace. I know some of you carry wounds that seem too deep to heal. You wonder if joy can return, if peace can ever be restored. My dear children, nothing is too broken for me to mend. I am the healer of hearts, the lifter of heads, the giver of peace that surpasses all understanding. Allow me to touch those hidden places, and you will see how I make beauty rise even from ashes. Do not fear tomorrow, for I am already there. I go before you to prepare the way. I walk beside you to guide your steps, and I remain behind you as your guard. Even when the storm rages, I am the anchor that holds firm. When the night feels endless, I am the dawn that breaks with new light. Trust me, for I will never abandon you. My dear children, I call you to live not in fear, but in faith. I call you to lift your eyes above the shadows and see my hand extended toward you. I remind you that even the smallest mustard seed of faith can move mountains. I have placed within you more strength than you realize, because my Spirit dwells within you. Walk boldly, knowing that you are never walking alone. Let every breath be a reminder that you are sustained by my love. Let every sunrise remind you that my mercies are new each morning. Let every nightfall remind you that I watch over you as you sleep. From the beginning to the end, I am your faithful Father, and I delight in calling you my own. My dear children, hear me as I whisper to your heart. You are never walking in darkness alone. Even when you cannot see the path, my hand is guiding you. Even when you cannot hear the way forward, my voice is speaking softly to your spirit. Do not let fear silence the truth I have already spoken over your life. I have declared you to be mine, and nothing can snatch you from my hand. So often you carry burdens I never asked you to carry. You hold on to guilt, shame, and worry, thinking you must solve everything by your own strength. But I say to you, release them now. Place them at my feet. Trust that I, your Father, know what you need even before you ask. The sparrows are fed each morning by my hand, and the lilies of the field are clothed in beauty greater than kings. If I so carefully watch over creation, how much more do I watch over you, my beloved ones? My dear children, let me remind you that your worth is not measured by what you do, by what you achieve, or by what the world says about you. Your worth was sealed the moment I breathed life into you. You are precious in my sight. You are the apple of my eye. When others overlook you, I see you. When others reject you, I embrace you. When others forget you, I call you by name. Do not be afraid of the valleys you must walk through, for even there I am with you. Remember my words. Even though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you will fear no evil, for I am with you. My rod and my staff, they comfort you. There is no valley so deep that my light cannot reach it. There is no night so long that my dawn will not break it. My dear children, let your heart rest in this truth. I am not far from you. I am closer than your very breath. When you rise in the morning, I am with you. When you lay down at night, I watch over you. When you call on me in the quiet, I hear you. When you cry in secret, your tears are not wasted. I hold them tenderly, and I weave them into a story of redemption and grace. Lift up your eyes, my children, for I am making all things new. The pain you feel today will not be the end of your story. The struggles that press against you will one day give way to joy. The heaviness you carry will be exchanged for the garment of praise. I am not done with you. I am still working, still shaping, still leading you into the fullness of the plans I have prepared. And so I say to you, walk forward with hope. Do not let discouragement settle in your soul, for I am the lifter of your head. Do not let despair steal your vision, for I am the light shining on your path. Do not let the voices of doubt drown out my promise, for I have said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Hold on to this with all your heart, for I am faithful, and my word will never fail. My dear children, let your heart be filled with peace. Let your spirit be still in the assurance of my love. You are carried, you are chosen, you are loved beyond measure, and nothing in all creation can separate you from that love. My dear children, lean close and listen. The world often tries to convince you that you are alone, that your prayers are unheard, that your struggles are too heavy to be seen. But I tell you now, nothing escapes my gaze. Every whisper of your heart, every longing hidden deep within you, every sigh that no one else notices, I hold them all. I do not let a single moment of your life pass unnoticed. You are fully known and fully loved. There are times when storms rise suddenly, when the winds of trouble beat against you, and the waves threaten to overwhelm you. In those moments, fear may grip your heart. But I say to you, remember that I am in the boat with you. Just as my son spoke to the storm, peace, be still. So do I speak to the storms in your life. No matter how fierce they seem, they cannot overtake you while I am your anchor. Trust that my presence is stronger than every wave. My dear children, I know some of you carry memories that wound you still. You replay words spoken against you, failures that haunt you, choices that weigh heavily on your conscience. But I tell you this, the past has no power to chain you when you place it in my hands. I am the God who makes all things new. I am the one who says, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Release those memories into my care and allow me to plant hope where sorrow has been, light where shadows have lingered. You do not need to strive for my approval, for you already have it. You do not need to perform for my love, for it has always been yours. Rest, my dear children, in this truth. Nothing you can do will make me love you more, and nothing you have done will make me love you less. My love is constant, unwavering, and eternal. I know you sometimes grow weary in doing good, wondering if your efforts even matter. You wonder if anyone notices the quiet kindness you give, the prayers you whisper for others, the sacrifices you make that no one applauds. But I see them all. Every seed of love sown in secret is precious in my sight. And I promise you this, nothing done in love will ever be wasted. One day you will see the harvest of every seed you have planted. My dear children, I call you not only to receive my love, but also to reflect it. Let your words be seasoned with grace. Let your hands bring comfort. Let your lives shine as a light in a world that longs for hope. Do not think that your light is too small. Even the faintest candle pushes back the darkness. In the same way, your faith, your kindness, your prayers, no matter how small they may seem, are making a difference far greater than you know. And when you grow tired, when the journey feels too long, remember that I walk beside you. You are not left to walk this road alone. I strengthen your steps. I renew your spirit. I carry you when you cannot move forward. I am your refuge and your fortress, your hiding place and your shield. You are safe in me always. My dear children, do not be anxious about tomorrow. Each day has enough cares of its own. Live in the grace of today, knowing that I hold every tomorrow in my hands. Rest in the promise that my plans for you are good, plans to give you hope and a future. Even when you cannot see the path, I am guiding you. Even when you do not understand the season, I am working all things together for your good. So let your heart be lifted. Let your soul find peace in my presence. You are loved, you are cherished, and you are never abandoned. Keep your eyes on me, for I am your Father, and I will lead you all the way home. My dear children, let your spirit breathe deeply in this moment. Feel the weight begin to lift as you rest in my presence. The burdens you have carried for so long are not yours to bear alone. I invite you to cast them onto me, for I care for you. The sleepless nights, the silent worries, the hidden fears, I have seen them all. And I say to you now, release them into my hands. I am the one who neither slumbers nor sleeps, the one who watches over you faithfully. You are safe beneath the shadow of my wings. When the path before you seems uncertain, do not let your heart be troubled. My word is a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. I do not reveal the whole journey at once, for I know you could not carry it. Instead, I give you the light you need for the step you are on. Trust me for each step, and you will never be forsaken. My dear children, I want you to remember that even in your weakness, my strength is revealed. Do not despise your frailty, for it becomes the place where my power can rest upon you. When you feel inadequate, remember that my grace is sufficient. When you feel small, remember that I use the smallest seed to grow mighty trees. When you feel unworthy, remember that I clothe you in the righteousness of my Son. You are not defined by your weakness. You are defined by my love. There are times you feel unseen, forgotten, hidden in the shadows. But hear me now. You are engraved on the palms of my hands. Every moment of your life is before me. The plans I have for you are not forgotten, delayed, or abandoned. I am weaving every thread of your story into something beautiful, even when you cannot yet see the pattern. My dear children, open your hearts to my peace. The world gives peace that fades with circumstance, but the peace I give is eternal, unshaken by storms. It is the stillness in the middle of chaos, the calm in the fiercest battle, the assurance that no matter what comes, I remain your refuge. Guard your hearts in this peace, and you will walk through fire without fear, through floods without being overwhelmed. I remind you now that joy is not lost. It may feel buried beneath grief or hardship, but I am the restorer of joy. In my presence, joy rises again, like the morning sun after the longest night. I turn mourning into dancing, sorrow into gladness, despair into hope. Trust me, for I am always working toward your healing. My dear children, when you call on me, I hear you. When you seek me with all your heart, you will find me. I am not distant, I am here. I am closer than the very breath within you. You do not need to strive to reach me, for I am already reaching toward you. Let your soul be still and know that I am God. Never forget this truth. You are mine. I have chosen you, redeemed you, and called you by name. And nothing in heaven or on earth, no power or circumstance, no fear or failure can ever separate you from my love. This love is your foundation, your shelter, your song. Walk in it daily and let it be the anchor of your soul. My dear children, I am preparing you for more than you can imagine. The road ahead may have challenges, but it also carries blessings beyond what you expect. Trust me with your journey, for I am faithful. What I begin in you, I will complete. What I promise, I will fulfill. Rest in this, and let hope rise in your heart again. My dear children, listen closely, for I am speaking to the depths of your soul. You often wonder if you are strong enough, if you have what it takes to keep walking forward when life feels heavy. But know this, your strength does not come from yourself. It comes from me. When you feel like your hands can no longer hold on, mine are already holding you. When you think your steps are too weak to continue, I carry you. You are not called to endure by your own might, for I am your strength and your song, your fortress and your deliverer. There will be moments when the voices of doubt grow loud. They will tell you that you are not enough, that you are too broken, too flawed, too weary. But I say to you, my dear children, those are lies. You are more than enough because you are mine. You are not defined by your failures, but by my faithfulness. You are not defined by your past, but by my promises. And my promises are unshakable, eternal, and true. When you face trials, Do not see them as signs of my absence. They are opportunities for your faith to grow, for your spirit to be strengthened, for my glory to be revealed through you. Even as gold is refined in fire, so too are you being refined into the fullness of what I have called you to be. Do not fear the fire. It cannot consume you, for I walk with you in the midst of it. Remember how I was with my children in the furnace, and not even the smell of smoke clung to them when they came out. In the same way, I am with you now, and I will bring you safely through. My dear children, I am not distant from your pain. Every tear you cry moves my heart with compassion. I am the Father who bends low to comfort, who gathers the broken pieces of your heart and gently restores them. You may feel overlooked by others, but you are never overlooked by me. I know the number of hairs on your head. I know every detail of your life. I know your dreams, your fears, your longings, and I hold them all with care. Take courage in this. Nothing you face is beyond my control. The mountains that stand before you may seem immovable, but I tell you, even mountains bow to my will. The seas that roar against you may seem endless, but I am the one who speaks and calms the waters. The giants that intimidate you may look strong, but I am stronger still. Stand firm, my children, and see the salvation I bring. My dear children, I long for you to walk in freedom, freedom from fear, freedom from shame, freedom from the chains of sin that once bound you. My Son's sacrifice on the cross has already secured your victory. The blood that was shed has washed you clean. Do not walk as though you are still bound when I have already declared you free. Lift your head, walk in the light, and know that you are redeemed. Do not compare your journey with that of others. The path I have for you is unique, crafted with love and intention. What I ask of one, I may not ask of another, but in all things I work for the good of those who love me. Trust my timing, trust my plan, trust my heart. For I am not only the author of your story, I am the finisher of it. What I have begun, I will bring to perfect completion. My dear children, as you walk with me, remember that joy and peace are not distant gifts waiting in the future. They are yours today. Joy comes not from circumstances, but from my presence. Peace does not depend on the absence of trouble, but on the certainty of my love. Let these gifts guard your heart and mind, and you will stand unshaken even in the fiercest of storms. My dear children, let your hearts rest in this assurance. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. The world may shift and change, kingdoms may rise and fall, but my love remains constant. You are held in hands that never grow weary, guided by wisdom that never falters, and embraced by mercy that never runs dry. Nothing you face today is beyond the reach of my care. There are moments when you feel small beneath the weight of the world, the noise of life, the demands of others, and the battles within your own soul may cause you to shrink back in fear. But hear me clearly. Greater is He who is within you than he who is in the world. My Spirit lives within you, and where my Spirit is, there is freedom. Stand boldly, for you are not powerless. You are clothed in strength and dignity, filled with my Spirit, and carried by my everlasting arms. My dear children, when you feel lost, I am your shepherd. I leave the 99 to seek the one, and I will never stop pursuing you. You may wander, but my love follows you into every valley and over every mountain until you are safe in my embrace. When you cannot find the way, I will guide you. When you stumble, I will lift you. When you falter, I will restore you. I am your faithful shepherd, and you will never be abandoned. Do not measure your worth by the standards of the world. The world praises wealth, beauty, and success, but I delight in a humble heart, a kind spirit, a life that seeks me first. Do not be disheartened when others overlook you. Remember, I chose a shepherd boy to be king, a fisherman to be my apostle, and a young maiden to bear my son. I do not see as man sees, I look at the heart. And your heart, my dear children, is precious to me. There will be times when the enemy whispers lies, telling you that you are forgotten, that you are weak, that you are unworthy of love. But listen to my voice instead. I call you beloved. I call you chosen. I call you redeemed. I call you mine. Silence every lie with the truth of my word. For it is written, nothing can separate you from the love of God in Christ Jesus. Not trouble, not fear, not death, not life, not powers above or below. Nothing. You are secure in my love. My dear children, I know that some of you grow weary waiting for answers, waiting for healing, waiting for doors to open. But remember this, delay is not denial. I work in seasons, and each season has its purpose. The seed hidden in the soil is not forgotten. It is growing in silence, preparing to break forth. So, it is with your prayers. Though you may not yet see the fruit, trust that I am working in ways beyond your understanding. In my perfect time, the harvest will come. Lift up your eyes, my children, for I am doing a new thing even now. Streams are springing forth in the desert. Paths are being made in the wilderness. I am turning dry ground into rivers and ashes into beauty. Do not lose hope. Do not give up. The story I am writing for you is still unfolding, and its end will be filled with glory. And so I say to you again, my dear children, rest in my presence. Do not run ahead in fear. Do not lag behind in despair. Walk with me, step by step, moment by moment. Let my love be your compass, my word be your light, and my spirit be your strength. You are not alone. You are never forsaken. You are mine forever. My dear children, linger here with me and let my words sink deep into your soul. Do not hurry away from this moment of stillness, for here you are safe, here you are seen, here you are fully loved. The world moves quickly, demanding more of you each day. But I invite you into the slow rhythm of my presence. Be still and know that I am God. When you rest in me, your soul finds the strength it has been longing for. You often carry questions that weigh heavy on your mind. Why did this happen? When will the pain end? Where is the way forward? I do not despise your questions, my dear children. Bring them to me, for I am not offended by your wonderings. I am the God of wisdom, the one who sees the end from the beginning, and I hold answers that time will one day reveal. Until then, trust that even in the silence, I am working. Even in the mystery, I am faithful. Even in the waiting, I am near. When the night stretches long and fear whispers loudly, remember that I am your light. I am the one who separates darkness from day, who calls the morning to rise and the stars to shine. The night cannot last forever, for my dawn is always coming. Hope will rise again like the sun, steady and sure. Let this truth steady your heart. The darkness you face is not the end of your story, for I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. My dear children, I call you to walk in forgiveness. I know the wounds others have caused you. I know the betrayal, the harsh words, the disappointment that pierced your heart. Yet I say to you, release them to me. Do not let bitterness chain your soul. Forgiveness is not about forgetting the pain. It is about handing it over to me, the righteous judge who heals and restores. As I have forgiven you, so I invite you to forgive. In forgiveness, you will find freedom, and in freedom, you will find peace. I remind you again that you are never alone. When you walk through deep waters, I am with you. When you pass through rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through fire, you will not be burned. These are not empty promises. They are eternal truths sealed by my faithfulness. My dear children, you belong to me, and I will never forsake you. Do not let your hearts be troubled by the troubles of this world. Wars may rage, nations may shake, economies may falter, but my kingdom stands unshaken. You are citizens of heaven, heirs of my eternal promise. Fix your eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. I am preparing a place for you where sorrow and pain will be no more, where tears will be wiped away, where joy will never end. Until that day, walk faithfully with me, love mercy, do justice, and walk humbly by my side. Let your life be a testimony of my grace. Let your words carry kindness. Let your hands extend compassion. Let your heart beat with my love. The world is longing for hope, and through you my light will shine. My dear children, never forget who you are. You are chosen. You are beloved. You are more than conquerors through Christ who loves you. You are my masterpiece, created with purpose, redeemed with blood, and sealed with my Spirit. Live each day in the fullness of this truth, and let your soul find rest in me. My dear children, remain in this stillness with me a little longer, for I want to seal these words of love upon your hearts. Carry this peace with you as you go. Let it quiet the noise of your worries. Let it silence the voices of fear. Let it fill every hidden place of your soul with light. You are never walking without me, never striving without my strength, never hoping without my promise. Wherever you go, my presence goes with you, and wherever you rest, my Spirit surrounds you. I bless you now with courage for the days ahead. I bless you with joy that rises fresh every morning, joy that cannot be stolen by circumstance. I bless you with a peace that flows like a river through every valley, steady and unshaken. I bless you with faith that grows deeper each day, faith that lifts your eyes above the storms, faith that anchors you in my everlasting love. My dear children, lift your heads and walk with confidence, for you are not defined by your past, nor bound by your present struggles, nor limited by your fears of tomorrow. You are defined by my love, redeemed by my grace, and destined for my glory. Remember that I walk before you, making crooked paths straight. I walk beside you, whispering comfort to your soul. I walk behind you, shielding you from harm. You are surrounded on every side by my mercy. Let every sunrise remind you that my mercies are new. Let every star remind you of the countless promises I have spoken over your life. Let every breath remind you that you live and move and have your being in me. Nothing is wasted, my dear children, not a single tear, not a single prayer, not a single act of love has gone unseen. I am weaving them all together into a tapestry of glory and grace. And when you feel weary, come back to this place of stillness. Let my words wash over you again and again. Return to my presence often, for here you will always find renewal. Here your soul will drink deeply from living water, and here your heart will remember that you are mine, forever cherished, forever held. My dear children, as you carry this message into your lives, do not keep it hidden. Let it shine like a light on a hill. Share it with those who need hope. Speak it to those who feel forgotten. Extend it to those who hunger for peace. In doing so, you will spread my love far beyond what you can see. And if these words have spoken life into your heart today, I invite you gently to let them speak life into the hearts of others as well. You may like this message, leave a word of reflection, or share it with those you love so that my truth may reach more of my children who are longing to hear my voice. You may choose to remain connected here so that together we can continue walking in my presence day by day. Go now, my dear children, in peace. Walk in the assurance of my love. Rest in the certainty of my promises, and live with the unshakable hope that I, your Father, am with you always, even to the end of the age.